Okay, time to do Rosine's quest.
Full speed ahead.
Hopefully we can do something for Celdic. There's no music here. Never mind, there is. Even though we defeated Erebonia, this place isn't going to be fixed overnight. Otto devoted his life to turning Celdic into a flourishing town. That's why I won't let it end like this. His efforts can't just go to waste like this. Our house was burned down, so we're staying at the inn for now. Sigh. I don't even know what to do with myself now that the Grand Market's gone. I should consider myself lucky that I still got this place when others have lost their homes. Yet I find little comfort in that fact. I just want Louise to open her eyes. Louise still hasn't regained consciousness. Please, Idios, bring her back to us. I'm begging you. It's too early for you to take her away. She's barely had the chance to live. If we're lucky, maybe this next quest will somehow get her to wake up. Both my store and my goods were all burned up. That's about the only thing I have left now. What exactly does Idios expect me to do here? It still isn't sunk in that my home's been burnt to ashes. I wasn't aware at the time, but the attack was ordered by Duke Erebonia, wasn't it? I'm glad he was arrested. Any other outcome would have been unacceptable after the loss of the market manager. So this won't do. A man can't sit around crying all day. We need to clear all this mess up. Otherwise we'll never be able to make it up to the market manager. I came over to help with clearing up the debris, both for the townsfolk and for the market manager's sake. I can hardly believe my eyes, though. What's gonna happen to all the folks who lost their homes? I don't even know what to do anymore. No one's gonna want to buy newspapers at a time like this. We've lost both the market manager and the grand market. Is there anything we can even do at this point? I came from Heimdallr as fast as I could after hearing the news. Please tell me what they're saying about the market manager isn't true. He can't actually be gone. What the hell? I rushed all the way back here after hearing what happened, and this is what I'm greeted with? And what's this about the market manager being killed? I can't believe those... Do we not even count as people to them? Not exactly in the mood to have the store open right now, but my old man told me to get behind the counter anyway. I hate to admit it, but he was right. We've gotten a few customers in today. Most of them were looking for saws and other tools to deal with all the rubble, though. Standing around doing nothing is no good for any of us. The least we can do is clean the mess up. Lyman asked me to get the store prepared for him, which I can only assume means that he's planning on getting back to work despite his injuries and the state of the Grand Market. So he's as reckless as ever. Still, I can't just sit around when he's so intent on refusing to give up. They destroyed all my honey. They're my little babies. I spent so long gathering them up from all across the country. But they didn't care. They'll pay for this. I'll make them regret this day. Or thanks for assisting with Duke Albrea's arrest. Maybe now the townsfolk will be able to start moving past what happened. Of course, it's clear that alone won't be enough to heal their scars. No one's in this house. I'm sorry, Otto. Times like this are when I should retain my composure. Firm's been like this ever since the market manager died. I don't think there's anything I can do for her either. Even York can't bring himself to make jokes anymore. So what can we do now? Don't see anything up here. I already talked to the innkeeper. Should consider myself lucky that we still. Yeah, I think we already did. Alright. Then I'll talk to Rosine. My family's safe and sound, fortunately enough. The question is, where do we go from here, however? We lost both the market manager and the grand market in one fell swoop. Everything seems so hopeless. We've done all we can at this point, that much is certain. Even so, Louise has yet to regain consciousness. No, I can't let myself lose heart so easily. I want to talk to the people here first. That should take care of everyone with minor injuries. However, it's far simpler to treat bodily wounds than it is to take care of the mental ones we've all sustained. I haven't quite recovered in that respect myself, truth be told. Celdic is done for. Those Steel Knights will be back to finish the job soon enough. It's all over. There's nowhere else to there's nowhere to run. I don't think they'll be coming back. At least I hope not. I'm keeping an eye on Daddy. Mommy asked me to make sure he doesn't do anything crazy since he still hasn't healed up. He's just been talking to himself for a while now, though. Hope he didn't whack his head somehow. I cannot give in here. Being a merchant's all about working for others' sake. Same goes for the Grand Market too. There's people who need us, so I cannot give in just because things are rough for me. Come on, sis, wake up already. Me and Dad are hopeless about you. So please. She's unconscious still. This is all my fault. So I'm so sorry, Jake. Damn it, my store. Ugh. Try to stay still, Marco. Claudius Bell is so exhausted after all the time he spent making medicine and looking after everyone. Is there nothing I can do to help him? If only Louise and Jake would regain consciousness, that would take such a weight off his shoulders. Claudius Bell and the sisters have really helped in my recovery. But seeing all the destruction makes my heart sink. Those soldiers didn't even spare the kids. Part of me wonders if they still got some sort of twisted satisfaction out of this. Thank you so much for coming, everyone. I assume you saw my request? Sure did. So you're trying to organize a concert for the people here? And you want my input as well, right? That's correct. I realize you're all busy, but will you be able to help me with this? Of course, it'd be a pleasure. Anything to help the townsfolk. We owe a lot to the market manager for his help when we were in hiding here too, so it would be my pleasure to help fellow Croatian citizens. I'm willing to do anything that will count towards atoning for my father's actions. Thank you so much, everyone. Only a few days have passed since the town was attacked, yet repair efforts are already underway. The RMP has been providing us with relief supplies, while bracers from the guild visit from time to time as well. Celdic does seem to be in a better state than when we last saw it. That said, though, it's very clear that the townsfolk are still shaken from the attack. Many of them are still haunted by visions of what happened, unable to sleep at night. Well, like you said, it's only been a few days. It'll most likely be a long time before they can move on from this. That's why I've been desperately trying to think of a way to help heal the scars that traumatic experience has left. Eventually, I decided it might be a good idea to hold a concert here at the church. A concert, huh? That brings back memories of the one we held in the chapel in Trista. That was the very inspiration for this idea, actually. I like to believe that a concert as lovely as that one could cheer the townsfolk up, even a little bit. I see. That would explain why you would need Elliot's input then. I think it'll be worth a shot. I think it's worth a shot. Music definitely has a positive influence on people. I've experienced that firsthand. It might not be enough to help them move on completely, but it should at least let them start taking the first steps. Looks like we're decided then. You can count on us, Rosine. We'll help with whatever you need. Truly? Oh, wonderful. Now then, where should we start? The three things we'll need are a venue, performers, and instruments. What locations for performers and instruments we get will determine what kind of concert we can hold. We already got the location, since this church will be more than big enough for our needs. That just leaves the performers and instruments then. That's definitely going to be the hard part. We don't exactly have the time to practice like we did when we were preparing for the festival. Indeed, we're ideally going to need people who already have both the experience and instruments needed. Elliot and his fellow club members would be a good place to start, I think. Yeah, I think so too. And luckily I brought my violin from the academy, so I'm already good to go. I'll talk to the others about it later. It might be a good idea to head over to Ruhr and ask instructor Mary to join as well. Last but not least, I'll ask my sister to join in too. Oh yeah, she's a piano teacher, and she'd be perfect. I think that just about covers everyone we can ask, right? Hopefully we'll be able to find some other people as well. Now I think about it, we did come across that one guy in Berea Hard Central Plaza. Maybe he'd be interested in helping? We still have instruments to worry about, but I suppose all we can do is try and procure those while gathering performers. Either way, we should start searching. I'll do what I can to get everything ready here for the concert. Good luck, everyone. I do hope everything works out for the sake of the townsfolk. Leave it to us. Alright, first up, I need to go to Ruhr.
Where do you want to go? Leave it to me!
Okay. Entrance to the Ruhr Institute of Technology. Gregor, Harves. Oh, you want to know what this is? It's my orbital... no, wait. Wrong one. This is a different quest. Can I actually obstruct the cars? Yes, I can. I wonder if that will... I need to obstruct it smarter. Yup. And now they're traveling side by side. Maybe they'll crash into each other. Huh. They don't obstruct each other at all. That's kind of amazing. Anyway, so where was the actual location I'm supposed to be? First up, Ruhr House number 1. Right over there. Oh no, it's that purple pot again! Well, hello everyone. What a pleasure to see you. Is there something I can help you with? As a matter of fact, there is. We have a favor to ask of you. Oh? They explained that they were looking for musicians to perform in the concert in Celdic. A concert for the people of Celdic. I've heard terrible rumors about what happened there. It's truly awful what happened to those people. It would be my honor to play a part as the supervisor of Forest Wind Orchestra. We're really happy to hear it. We love your help. By the way, is there any chance you've got an instrument you could play on you? I do, in fact. I brought a flute with me from the academy. And I'm not bad if I do say so myself, so there's no need to worry yourselves. That should sound great with our instruments. We'll be back once we're all prepared. Hey, fine by me. I'll be here practicing in the meantime. I can hardly wait to hear her play. Alright, shall we move on to our next destination? And seriously, what's with all the what's with that pot? Wish I could hear the concert in Celtic myself. So I'm sure Mint will be thrilled to be a part of it. Although I hope she doesn't cause any trouble. Unlike me, that girl can be pretty clumsy sometimes. What exactly is that? Looks like there's broccoli in it? Why is it so purple? Fiona is at the proving ground.
Where do you want to go? Full speed ahead!
What the? As guardians of the border, keeping watch on the Azure Tree is our duty. And to do that, we'll be assembling a patrol team to keep it under constant observation from within the fortress's ruins. Do we really have to go in there? Sir, pull yourself together. Our friends died in there trying to keep our country safe. We have to make sure the mission lives on. They were brave enough to give their lives, and you're trying to tell me you're too cowardly to set foot in the fortress? Anyone who doesn't feel like they can move on from what happened, take a step forward. I'll give you all the motivation you need. Oh boy. I don't think we've got that much of a choice here. Wait, am I gonna get a cutscene every time I run to these guys? This is very weird. On that note, I should probably check out the Azure Tree for myself. Oh yeah, you can see it from up here. I'm gonna go try to get up next to it and take a selfie.
Let's move. I've got this.
Alright. Say cheese, Eustace. Would this be a better angle? I don't know.
Let's move. I've got this.
Alright, let's just go back to Kratos so I can quickly get back to the proving ground.
Where do you want to go? Leave it to me!
Now I have to somehow get into the command center. Oh no, I can go in the shop. Why does approaching them cause a cutscene to happen? Was that something that happens every chapter and I just missed it? It's possible that I missed a lot of humorous cutscenes. She runs a shop here? I see. Oh, hi there everyone. What can I do for you today? Actually, we've got a favor we'd like to ask of you. They explained that they were looking for performers for a concert in Celdic. Oh, I see. Well, if you need a little music, I'd love to help. As a career pianist, I can't think of a greater honor than helping a whole town with my music. The upper links. Thanks, Fiona. Oh, one thing though. Do you have a piano ready for me to play? Not yet, I'm afraid. We're still working on procuring some instruments. Well, in that case, why not try asking out the Twin Dragon's Bridge? Oh, that seems like an awfully strange choice of location to search for a piano. You think so, right? But it just so happens I saw one back there when I was being held hostage. So you try asking the soldiers there. If it's still on the base, they'll probably know where it is. That does sound like a promising lead. We'll go and see if we can track it down, then we'll be back to pick you up later. I'll get myself all ready then. Good luck on your mission. With Fiona getting ready for the show, Class 7 head straight to the Twin Dragon's Bridge. And during their search for the piano she mentioned, they ran to 2nd Lieutenant Dominique of the RMP. You're looking for a piano? Now that I think about it, there was a rather nice one in the storage room beside the prison cells in the basement. They must have moved it there from the canteen after the war broke out. Wow, so they really do have one here. I presume it was brought in by the former commanding officer. I mean, Fiona was right. We realize this may be asking too much, but the group explained they were looking for various instruments for their performance in Celdic. Oh, so that's what you need it for. If that's the case, we'll have it shipped to Celdic for you. Are you sure? I hate to make you go out of your way. No worries. Captain Revolt gave us orders to provide Celdic with as much support as possible. And of course, if it was going to disrupt our own work, we would have declined. Thank you. We'll gladly take you up on your offer then. Yeah, you're really helping us out, so thanks. Okay, Fiona's on board and we got a piano ready for her. I'm sure she'll be pleased to hear the news. Okay, now I have to go to Andre. Well, is there any dialogue if I speak to Heimdallr and Bridget? Yeah, Elliot told me about the concert already. I'll be there, violin in hand. I'll see if I can get some practice in the meantime, too. I just hope it cheers up the people of Celdic up at least lol. Alright, what does Bridget have to say? She should be in the kitchen. I think here she is. I caught wind of the fact that you're planning on a performance for Celdic. Naturally, I'd be happy to assist. Especially since you've managed to get a hold of a piano. How can I resist? I might as well get some practice in since it's been so long. I wouldn't want to perform any less than my best here. Okay, time to look for Andre Brayahard.
Full speed ahead!
Good day, youngsters. Come to hear the beautiful melody resounding from my fiddle, have we? A fiddle, you say? Those differ somewhat from violins, don't they? Actually, as instruments, they're fairly similar. The biggest difference between them is the kinds of notes you can get out of each. Oh, I see you know your stuff. Allow me to play the finest of heartfelt serenades, then. This guy must have been Oliver's teacher or something. He's certainly enthusiastic. He might be just what we need. Sorry, but could we ask you for a favor? Do go on. I'm all ears. Rean explained how they were looking for people to perform in Celdic. Oh, so that's your plan. Well then, I can hardly turn a request like that down. In fact, I'll do it for free. Really? Why, of course. Celdic's Grand Market happens to be my most treasured stage, you see. It's my duty to help wash away the sadness that envelops it so. Don't worry not, dear friends, for my fiddle holds the power to make everyone smile once again. Thank you. Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to performing with you. We will return once the preparations are complete. I'll continue to spread my love here in the meantime, then. He's a bit odd, but he seems skilled enough to put a good performance. We've successfully gathered all the performers and instruments required, I believe. Yeah, let's head back to Celdic and tell Rosine. Alright, just told Rosine the good news. Let's see. She's here. Oh, there you are. How are the preparations going? Hello everyone, everything's coming along nicely. In fact, we have about the same amount of space as we did during Trista's concert now that the podium's gone. That's great. We shouldn't have any trouble setting up the piano if we've got this much room. Yeah, there's more than enough space for everyone here. Oh, could that mean you found out enough people? Yeah, we found both enough performers and instruments to move forward with this concert. We've told them that we'll go and collect them as soon as everything's right here. Really? Thank you so much. I knew asking you all was the right call. All that remains are the final preparations. And the piano should be arriving soon too. We'll have to spread the word after we help carry it in here. All the wind orchestra members are on standby too, so yeah. I got such a good feeling about this concert. Shall we begin then? Okay, let's do this. Let's make sure they can give everyone a concert to remember. Thanks. Is everyone else ready to begin? Wasting no time, everyone began working together to set up the stage. They did so as quietly as possible so as not to disturb those still recovering. And soon enough the piano arrived as well. Whew, that was a little too heavy for comfort. This is the piano you mentioned? Yeah, I love it. It's a rare fine one too. I'm impressed at the condition it's in considering where it was left. Yep, there won't be any issues playing it. That's no surprise. It was made by the Rean company and they really know their stuff. Wait a minute, Rean? That sounds familiar. Where have I heard that name? They're an old company famous for their high quality instruments. My father had a number of their music boxes in fact. Yeah, their music boxes were pretty popular. My violin was made by them too, actually. They're fairly well known among nobles. Is that so? That will explain why the name sounds so familiar even when I don't know much about music. That's not the only place you might have heard the name though. Isn't Captain Claire's surname Rean? Hey, you're right. May just be a coincidence, but perhaps there is a connection between them. I'm curious, but I don't think Claire would appreciate me snooping around her business when she's not even here. Sorry, I probably should have kept my mouth shut. I don't want us getting sidetracked. Let's focus on getting the stage set up for now. Yeah, sure. The quicker the better. No longer distracted, they finally started properly setting up for the concert. It wasn't long before all was ready. Afterwards, they gathered the performers and the rest of the wind orchestra. After a quick meeting and rehearsal, the concert could officially begin. What the? It's coming from the auditorium. They did mention there'd be some sort of event taking place there, now that I think about it. Oh, looks like what a lovely melody. And it's so soothing. Feels like the pain from my body is just fading away. And Louise is waking up just as I expected. Sis? She looks a lot like Patiri. Huh? Where am I? Yeah, what's with the music? Jake's awake too. The concert went on without a hitch, attracting more and more people over time. One after another, the townsfolk began to wander into the chapel to hear the music. Even the injured were coming in to listen. Upon looking at the turnout, Class 7 could tell a spark of hope had returned to the people of Celdic. That was absolutely fantastic. Thanks a lot for joining us, sis. And thank you, Instructor Mary and Andre. I don't think things would have gone as well without you two. Hey, glad I could help. It was nice being able to play alongside Elliot for the first time in a while, too. It was an absolutely wonderful experience. Especially considering how many people we had in the audience by the end. That is all the proof I need that the love within our music touched the hearts of those who heard it. It was a blast getting to perform with Instructor Mary. It was a good chance for me to make up for missing the concert back in summer too. If only Oliver was also here, playing his lute, I think. Was that his instrument? I can't remember. I think he could also... I think he was also able to play a piano in that restaurant. That one restaurant he stole wine from. Thanks for inviting us, Elliot. It was a pleasure being able to perform side by side with professionals. Honestly, the wind orchestra played very well. They held their own even on the same stage as professionals. Thanks a lot, guys. You should be proud, Elliot. You put together an amazing concert. And amazing. This is an unprecedented miracle. All the people who were previously unconscious have now awoken. I see asking all of you for this favor was the correct choice. Thank you so much. We too wish to be of some help to the townsfolk, so no thanks needed. In fact, we should be thanking you for getting in contact with us. I just hope the market manager was able to hear from the goddess's side. I'd like to extend my thanks as well for giving us the opportunity to do some good for the people of Croizen. And still, the success of this concert means so much to me. I've always wanted to repay the people here for all you've done for me, and now you've all helped me accomplish that. That's why I received permission from Varda's Zirabel to accompany you all on the Courageous from here on out. Really? That's great. We could always use more people. We look forward to having you on board. Thank you. Zerum powder. AP increased by 2. Thank you again for everything you did to make the performance possible. It was lovely to see the Wind Orchestra perform again, and to participate myself no less. I wish you the very best of luck in whatever you do next. Once again, I filled those around me with the gifts of courage, love, and courage. Now it's practically guaranteed that Celdic will recapture its former glory. And when it does, you will find me at the Grand Market, fiddle in hand. It was so nice to get the opportunity to take part in such a fantastic concert with all of you. It'll be a long, winding road to heal the townsfolk's hearts, but I would be thrilled if this served as the first step down that path. Tonight may be my first good night's sleep since Celdic was attacked. Thank you so much for that concert. It was truly a splendid performance. We all feel much better after that concert. In fact, I can't remember the last time I've been so at ease. Life hasn't exactly been kind to us of late, after all. Hey, Daddy's all better again. Yeah, it's better when he's like this. It's his job to make everyone happy, after all. He has to be happy, too. No, that was a solid concert. Couldn't have been a better way to cheer myself up. Seems like everyone else regained consciousness thanks to it as well. Well, that's me told. You cannot give in to the depression. Haha. Right, troops, we're gonna get Celdic back to the way it was. Yas! Nobody could have expected the concert would lead to a miracle like this. Ideos is truly with us at all times. Would it be negligent of me not to offer you and Rosine our deepest thanks for preparing all of this in the first place. Thank you again. Please take good care of Rosine for us. Never would have expected a concert to help anyone regain consciousness. That was the very definition of a miracle. And a reminder we can't abandon hope just yet. We have to move forward, no matter what challenges we may face. Alright, Jake, you're alive! I'm sorry, this is all my fault. Wanna keep it down a bit? You're giving me a headache here. Jake, you're awake! How are you feeling? Are you alright? I'm fine, I'm fine. You wanna bring me something to eat though? I'm starving. Oh, Luis, you finally opened your eyes. Thank you, Ideos. Thank you so much. Calm down, Dad. She's awake, she's awake. It's a miracle. Thank you, Ideos. Heinz, I've got a favor to ask. What is it? Just say a word and I'll do it. Thanks, I really owe you one. Truth be told, I want to hand my store off to you for the time being. What? Come on, now's not the time for that. I'm begging you, Heinz, I don't want to give up on it. Maybe I can't run it myself, but someone else could. So he cares about his store that much, huh? Good grief, you're one inspiring kid, aren't you? Huh. That concert was something else. I feel like I'm finally ready to try to move forward now. There's no time to be letting our spirits drop. We need to restore this town to its former glory. I might not be in any condition to do just that just yet, but now I'm extra inspired to get well enough to do my part. Better go on the craze and see what Rosine's up to. Also...
All right.
4,500.
I knew I could count on you. Adios.
Where could she be? Infirmary? That would be a logical conclusion here. Oh, there she is. I was right. Thank you all very much for helping me with my idea back in Celdic. I will never forget your kindness. Seriously, think nothing of it. We're grateful that you came up with something we could do to help. Speaking of, does that mean you'll be looking after the infirmary here now? That's the plan, yes. Given how much I learned about medicine while I was in Celdic, it only made sense. So if any of you ever need medical treatment, you should be in good hands, I hope. I'll make sure to have a lot of potent medicine ready for you, P. Thanks. It's great to see your smile again. Whoa. It's pretty expensive, but... Oh, this one actually restores 30 CP. Yeah, the strength elixir could be good for spamming S-crafts. Alright, then there's a hidden quest I need to take care of. Lord Eustace! Yay, Lord Eustace is here! We did what you said and evacuated. Well done, both of you. Annette, I need you to listen closely. It could be dangerous to go outside for the time being. Make sure to go to either the church or the Alvaria household if you need help, and look after your brother. Okay. Hey, see you later. Indeed, until we meet again. I haven't spoken to Gwyn since... I forgot to speak to Gwyn after the whole situation in Ruhr, so let's see what he has to say. We received word about that azure tree here too. Fortunately, it shouldn't have any direct effect on us, given the distance. If you ask me, its appearance is probably linked in some way to what's going on in Crossbell. Much like that weapon that erased Corellia Fortress. I guess no, it was too late. Oh hey, Cackle, just the folks I wanted to see. I got something I wanted to talk to you about. Well, that's kind of ominous, and not very like you. Cackle, suppose not. Basically, Irina left something with me, you see. Wait, this is... Well, that's a nice pocket watch. So you recognize it, Lisa? Yeah, I do. It was a gift my father made for my mother. He always liked putting his engineering knowledge to work in making things like this. It's ridiculously accurate, too. All these years, it's not even 1 second off. Mother's used it since the day he gave it to her, too. Not she'd ever mentioned that. That's really something. It must be really important to you, too, then. Hey, I guess you could say that. Which is why I'm kind of wondering why she gave it to Jackass. Well, damn thing's busted. Irina brought it over to me when the Reinford's labs weren't up to the task of fixing the thing. Now that's a big surprise. Your old man stuff was always way above the level of your average mechanic. So she came to me as a last resort. Said if I couldn't fix it, then it wasn't a big deal, though. She said what? Erg, I swear. Well, anyway, now that you're here, what'd you say to helping me fix it? I'm sure Lisa would want to help out with this, but what should we do? Fix. Sounds good to me. We've got some time. Are you sure? I mean, I really appreciate it, but... No worries, I'm curious about this. If it's a memento of your father, we could hardly refuse. But with that decided, what would you like us to do? Simple. Some stuff in here is broken. You need to get some replacements. You can't find them in any old store, though. Getting what you need ain't gonna be easy. Sure you're up to it? Now you tell us. Still, we're not going to back out after we've agreed to help someone. I can't believe she doesn't care whether it gets fixed or not. Well, even if she doesn't, I do, and I don't get it fixed. That'll show her. Cackle, looks like I don't got nothing to worry about then. So let me tell you what you're gonna need. First up's a Type 4 pressure regulator. Right, what is that? As the name implies, it's a device that regulates orbital pressure. Type 4s are both very small and very powerful. And very rare for that matter. I think we'd probably have the best chance of finding one at a research academy. A research facility, huh? We might be able to get one within the city at least. Next up's a special alloy sheet. I'm talking a really thin one too. I told you regular mechanics were no match for your old man. Special alloy sheet, what in the world could that be used for? I couldn't even begin to imagine. Father was nothing if not playful with his designs. He really enjoyed what he did. But finding something like that in the city seems like a long shot. Saxon and mine, on the other hand, we should talk to the mine chief over there. Let's pay them a visit as soon as we find time. Last but not least is the heart of the watch, its micro oscillator. Only problem with this one is, it ain't here. I can't even tell you what kind you used. Any kind of oscillator would probably do a trick, but it might not be quite as accurate. That won't be good enough. You don't even have the slightest idea what he might have used? If it's not as accurate as it used to be, it's hardly going to feel like we repaired it at all. Oh, I getcha, but I really don't have a clue. And something tells me you don't either. Sorry, I wish I did. What if... Well, if neither of you know, why don't we try asking Gwyn? He might have an idea. That's a pretty good idea, actually. Oh, how about that? We may be able to get this repair up to snuff after all. So once more for good measure, a Type 4 special... a Type 4 pressure regulator, a special alloy sheet, and a micro oscillator. Gather them up, bring them here, and I'll fix the watch right up for... right on up for you. In that case, we're off. We'll be back with the supplies before you know it. Okay. So those RC car guys first. Ooh, full speed ahead. Look at how it took that corner. This is the best. Remote controlled cars. Given their size and power, I wouldn't be surprised if they used Type 4 pressure regulators. Well, it can't hurt to ask. Excuse me. What's up? You want to play with the cars too? Not exactly. We told Gregor and Hars what they were up to and asked about the Type 4 pressure regulator. A Type 4 pressure regulator, huh? Those are pretty rare, you know. We've got a good eye. We do use them in these cars, and we even got a few spares. You can take one if you want. Really? Thank you so much. No problem at all. Just give me a minute. Alright, here you go. Just be careful with it, okay? We're being super generous, but these things are seriously tough to find. We really appreciate this. Don't mention it. Always happy to help. Just stop by and play with these cars with us sometime, okay? We really owe these guys for giving us something so rare. Yeah, we can't let this go to waste. I'm gonna block these cars again. Oh no! I was hoping it. I almost had them. I thought I could really screw them up somehow. Curse you, cars! Ah, I was so close. I thought I could. I think they're designed to pass through each other, so that. Look at that! Look at that! They are merged together. Seriously, no collision detection when they're going against each other, but only when they're going against me, huh? Oh, will you look at that? They have completely fused. Gonna zoom in and take another shot. I really wish I could get a really close-up shot of them. Alright then. Now it says to go to the Saxon Iron Mines. The easiest way to do that is to just use the Courageous to teleport there.
Where do you want to go? Leave it to me!
Okay. Now to talk to the miners. I think we should ask him if he knows where we can get that special alloy sheet. We may as well try, right? Excuse me. Hey, you need something? They explained why they were looking for a special alloy sheet. I getcha now. Well, you're in luck. We got more of them than we know what to do with. I think I actually remember handing one off to Lisa's dad way back when. Really? That's right. Can't believe it took me until just now to realize why he was so happy about the damn thing. He was using it to make a present for his wife. It makes perfect sense. Yeah, he always used to get so excited when he was making something new. Almost like a child. You've got that right. Anyway, we've got tons of fragments like the one I gave him in here. Just head on in and ask around the station. Just tell whoever's on duty in there that I sent you and they'll give you exactly what you need. Thank you so much. We'll head in there right away. No problem. Good luck fixing that watch. Okay. So, inside the station area. Excuse me, do you have a minute? Rean explained that they were searching for a very thin special alloy sheet. Really? It doesn't have to be very big. Yeah, we've got plenty of those left over. Hold on just a sec, I'll go get you one. Thank you so much. Here you go. Wow, it really is thin. Kinda springy too. You'd be surprised just how tough it is. You need the special equipment to cut through it for processing. Anyway, don't know what you're gonna use it for, but hope it works out for you. Thank you again. Okay, well, now I need to go to old man to Gwen.
Where do you want to go? Leave it to me.
Let's get going.
Grandfather, can we ask you something? Shoot. They explained that they were trying to fix the pocket watch that Elisa's father made and asked about the micro-oscillator. Oh, you're trying to fix that thing up, are you? That's not gonna be easy. I think I know what you're looking for, though. You do? Yep, he came to me when he was making the thing originally, you see. He wanted to know if I knew of a more stable material than what's usually used in an oscillator. More stable material? Take you're not much of a watch expert. The more stable the material used, the more precise and accurate the oscillator. Anyway, just so happened I knew of just the thing. And that was perhaps the most stable material in this world. Zemurian ore. Whoa, that is a pretty expensive watch. Zemurian ore? He used that to make an oscillator? No one knew how to process the stuff at the time, but I'm guessing he just found a small enough piece and used it as is. So that was the secret to its accuracy. I can only imagine how much effort he must have gone to in order to find even a grain of that stuff. And yet Mara just dumps on the jackass like she doesn't even care. Easy, Elisa. Anyway, if that's what we're looking for, we should head back to the Courageous. Maybe George will have some we can use. Yeah, you're right. Let's go. Hopefully Valimar doesn't mind that the stuff that should be used for his weapon is being used for something else. With that, they hurried back to the Courageous and went straight to speak to George. Anyway, that's why we came to you. Wow, I had no idea anyone had ever made a pocket watch like that. The idea of using the Zemurian ore in one is ingenious too. I wouldn't mind learning more about it myself. So will you happen to have any high purity Zemurian ore that you could spare? Even the tiniest amount will do. Sure, if that's all you need, that won't be a problem at all. Hold on a sec, if you don't mind, I want to find you a good piece. Thanks, George. Sorry for the wait, this should do the job. The purity is pretty close to 100%, so it should fit your needs perfectly. Zemurian ore grain, so this is what formed the heart of Far's pocket watch. Thank you so much, George. Don't worry about it. You're the ones who brought the Zemurian ore back here in the first place. Alright, I think that's everything we need. Can we head back to Jackass's place and have him fix it up now? She's really fired up about this. Okay.
Where do you want to go? Full speed ahead!
Well, looky here. You kids got all the parts we need? You bet. Think you'll be able to fix the pocket watch now? With all these? Should be able to, yeah. Well, now that I've got all the parts, I figure I'll stick them all together eventually. Glare. I'm just poking fun. Wouldn't want to keep you waiting all that long. Should get started around my second drink of the night. Fine, fine. Stop staring daggers. Actually, if you're so bound and determined to get this thing fixed, how about you do it? What? Me? Are you sure? Sure shouldn't. Hell, it's only right. If you're not sure you're up for the task, I can take care of it. No, I want to. Let me at least try. Wow, it really is important to her. Okay, of course. Let me process the LA sheet for you first, though. Betcha the tools are still in his room. Give it a look-see and I'm sure you'll find them. Of course, thank you. With that, they immediately set out for the Reinford family residence to collect his tools and fix the pocket watch. So this goes here, and that's connected to that other thing there. So how's the patient? You think you can fix it? I think Dr. Elisa can guarantee a full recovery. My father taught me everything I know about mechanical engineering. So I've got a pretty good idea of how he thinks, his design quirks, all the weird stuff that makes an engineer. That makes sense. I'm guessing that's what Jackass meant when he said it was only right you do it yourself. Yeah, grandfather taught me a lot of things, but my engineering know-how is all from my father. You say I wasn't just his #1 daughter, but his #1 student too. From what I've heard, Jackass taught him almost everything he knew. You did always seem to be surprisingly tech-savvy, Reinford name or no. It all makes sense now. I believe such spirited enthusiasts are known in some circles as geeks, no? I had no idea you were one. I am not! Oh, got it. Is it fixed now? I think so. I just need to reassemble the frame, disable the circuit breaker, then... Now you need to set it to the exact time. Sweet, it's fixed. A commendable achievement, to be sure. So, I couldn't have done it without you guys. Thanks so much for helping me with this. You don't need to shed any tears over it. Oh, what's that? Sounds like a music box. I thought it was just a regular pocket watch. I bet we need that special alloy sheet to enable this sound. I can't believe he managed to make something this complex by hand. He made some pretty amazing stuff, but this... What? A photograph? A wedding photo it seems. Irina brought it over to me when Reinford's labs weren't up to the task of fixing the thing. So she came to me as a last resort. So if I couldn't fix it, then it wasn't a big deal though. Mother! At least knock before you come in. What do you do? What have you done if I had a guest in here? I know all about what happened with Father's pocket watch. How can you be so indifferent to it? I saw no reason to keep it around if it no longer functioned. That's all there is to it. Is that all you wanted to ask? I suppose you're right in a way. When you're running a company this big, you need to prioritize efficiency above all else. Sometimes that means cutting things out of your life that are important to you for the sake of the big picture. You can see that. Where that's right, the right attitude to take, I don't know, and that's not for me to decide anyway. But know that if you can't take care of the things that matter to you and you feel the need to toss them aside, then I'll be there to pick up those things up and look after them in your place. I see. Your naivety doesn't appear to have faded away since we last spoke, but I can't say that comes as any surprise. I'll give you credit for showing your beliefs with actions over simple words, Elisa. Mother, I don't... Dalton, get the car ready to depart. I'll be leaving in 2 minutes. As you wish, Madam Chairman. I had no intention of keeping it around as long as it was broken, but if you fixed it, I might as well take it off your hands. Here's a reward. You deserve one for the effort you put into this. Seraph. Mother? Wait a minute, I haven't finished. Oh, and I'll be expecting you to have some more concrete ideas by our next meeting. You were the one who chose to make such a bold proclamation. You must always take responsibility for your words. That's your mother in a nutshell. So I wish, why must she always be like this? Oh? I see she didn't notice what happens when you said to go the other way. Go the other way? Oh. Our precious treasure. Everything he gave me had to have some unusual trick to it. Well, she's still got a long way to go if she wants to be my successor. But I suppose spending a moment like this now and again isn't so bad. Alright, Sarah, what does this do? Boost ATS and AP. EP, huh? That's strange. If I'd be... Alright, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe.